Can you look at the camera?
I'm here too.
All right, welcome back to the Dr. Z Show. We are not sponsored by anything that we talk about in this episode. Just gonna throw that in there right at the beginning, like not let anyone else speak. Right in the beginning, we are not sponsored by anything we were about to talk about.
If we ever
But
are
if they
sponsored,
want to,
we're
Yeah,
not
no,
opposed.
if you
we're
want
not
to,
opposed.
we have a business email, thedrzshow@gmail.com. Please hit us up if you are actually looking to send us real money.
Or
I'd accept Monopoly money.
I would accept D&D books.
Yeah, I'm gonna take all the
Dogecoin.
Monopoly money.
I'll accept a
create-
Dogecoin.
Hey, Dogecoin has gone up like 400% over the past
God.
day and a half.
That
It-
doesn't surprise me at all
When
with the
the mar-
GameStop foolery that's going on right now, which is
stonk. If excuse
I
me,
love it. No, I
Oh.
love it though.
eat the rich.
Like, oh, poor people should just invest their money. Poor people, okay. Rich people, no, wait, stop.
Wait, stop! No.
Turn
Yes,
off the-
stop.
and the-
GameStop.
Game.
What I-
stop.
What I saw, it was either on like maybe like the Daily Show or like the Late Show, like with Stephen Colbert. They're like turn off the freedom.
Yeah, I love like Robin Hood. Like when people start doing like real Robin Hood shit. Like, how are you gonna call yourself Robin Hood? And then when people start doing Robin Hood shit, you shut down. Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, no.
And that's what's wild is like Fidelity and all the other ones are still like. I have my friends and I are like really paying attention to this. It's wild. Like, it's
Yeah.
great. GameStop.
I love that.
man.
I love that, but I also love all the people that are like, I don't understand anything that's going on. Can someone like break it down Barney style for me? Because I don't know what's happening.
There was a Tumblr post that was like in the very Tumblr way of like, I don't understand what's happening right now because I'm too sexy for that. However, to eat the rich.
What?
That's
very
God,
interesting.
you not remember those like that those memes that are like I'm too sexy to be intelligent? God, it was like it's like a really
What?
old like girls
You
were
can't-
joking. Girls were joking basically on Tumblr that like you can't be smart and hot.
You can be a wizard with high charisma if you want.
No, no,
Yes,
No one's
Jacob,
gonna stop you.
That's entirely what they were talking about.
That's just it's
I have like a vague recollection that something similar to that happened, but a lot of like my experience from Tumblr like has buried itself in my mind and is like this weird like fever dream that I remember something and
You
I'm like,
shoved it
hey, you
into some
remember when this
chest."
happened? And everyone around me is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You remember the Mish Apocalypse?
I do remember that actually. Okay, before we get down
Anyway,
like the
before
Tumblr
we're-
rabbit hole, Jacob has something to say
Okay.
before we jump into what is hopefully going to start being a recurring bit on the show, because we've done
Okay.
it once.
Yeah. So there are lots of brands of food.
And don't sponsor
and-
us. yet.
Yeah, there's lots of like Kraft makes mac and cheese, like there's various brands that you're like, okay, like this is a staple of, whatever, like Tostitos makes chips, etc. Lay's.
Hold on, I'm gonna interrupt you.
sometimes
Real quick take. Best from a box mac and cheese, Jacob.
Kraft 3 shells
Annie's,
or Kraft 3 cheese shells.
Annie's white cheddar.
Regular plain Kraft from a box.
I used to feel that way, but then Abby converted me, and
Okay.
now I only eat the 3 cheese shells.
Annie's is so much better.
I've had Annie's. I'm not a fan. Gotta say.
Whatever. That's
But
We're just gonna
anyways,
disagree about more things. Anyway.
today on the show, I'm going to be trying for the first time. I did have like a little bit of the sauce when I was making it, but
I've ruined it, Jacob. No, it's ruined now.
I'm trying for the first time Cheetos mac and cheese, cheesy jalapeno variety. I also have Flamin' Hot. I will not be reviewing that on this episode, but this
if
is
you
just
guys
gonna
like
be.
this segment,
Yeah, if you like this segment, tell me of like more like weird cross-branded food.
Or
to try.
comment and hit us up on Twitter or Facebook or email us so that we can give you an address to send Jacob
Yeah.
more weird, strange foods
Yeah.
that you think he should
Yeah.
review.
Yeah, our
Because
email
the
is
facial expression is worth it.
Oh,
our
totally.
email is thedrzshow@gmail.com.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna eat this now. Here it is.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
also, wait, no,
Uh-huh.
Jacob,
Your viewing
plug
pleasure.
the thing.
Oh, wait. I mean, I was gonna wait until. I was gonna wait, but
Well, you gotta do it now, because your facial expression is what makes the review. Like,
okay.
the
So
horror and the what have I done of your facial expression. That's
Or
what
Okay,
makes
so-
it.
This pleasant surprise.
So there are some people, some of our listeners are listening on like podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and so you're only getting the audio of our episodes. We started out as a YouTube channel, and so some of our bits are, more in the visual side of this. So please check us out on YouTube for some of this. We have another bit after this one. The crux of
The
this
main
episode
event.
is going to be a visual
Very
thing.
visual
a
heavy.
visual presentation by Brenna.
A multimedia presentation.
So
Did you
please,
set that up just so you could say that?
A multimedia presentation. This is just a slide projector and a bed sheet.
That's from something, and I
It's
don't
from
recognize it. and
Veggie
Veggie
I'm-
Tales.
Oh
Yes.
no!
Hey, boo.
I've brought dishonor upon myself and my family.
It's a
So-
flannel graph to illustrate.
Oh man, I'm trash.
This is a song about a boy.
I'm such trash for not knowing that that's from VeggieTales.
It's specifically from the Song of the Cebu, one of the
Yeah.
silly songs of Larry.
Man,
Right, fighting with Sabu. And Tutana Niska.
And it's how it's gonna.
no, the best silly songs with Larry is the hairbrush. Like,
Cheeseburger.
Barbara Manatee.
Oh,
Yes.
Barbara Man, they're all good.
Mm.
I regularly listen to them as an adult fully.
Yeah. But there are no vegetables in this dish that I'm about to
No,
eat.
God, no, they're
So-
not.
Okay, I haven't had dinner, so hopefully, like, hunger is the best, like, spice. Will not affect this.
hunger
too
is the spice of life.
Hunger is the taste bud sedative that.
Because it's probably not actually jalapeno.
much. Yeah, highly unlikely.
It's
Or
probably like,
uh,
if anything, it's probably like dried jalapeno like powder. You know what I mean?
the
Like,
problem, okay, first impressions. I did have a little bit, and also the smell is just like
I'm tempted
It's-
to look up what's actually in the
Acid?
dish.
it smells like Cheetos, just like imagine like a cheap like jalapeno popper,
I'm
from-
imagining those like
from,
terrible cheese balls.
like 7-Eleven.
You know
that's
those
what it
cheese
smells
balls that
like.
you get in like a canister this big.
Yeah,
And I'm imagining that smell,
but it's jalapeno, so that
Right.
is a big.
which just
And
like
informative.
cuts with acidity. Oh boy, that was a massive bite. You're gonna regret that.
I need more.
I don't think you do.
I need more. I'm gonna review it properly.
God, yeah.
One thing it recommends on the box is adding Cheetos to it.
Why?
Why?
Well, you need.
Well, they
More.
want you to consume, like, they want more consumerism out of you.
But I would say that might actually be the best option in this case because, like, another novelty thing that I had at one point was Sour Patch Kids cereal, and
Oh, you fucking
Did
ate
you have that on
shit?
the show?
I don't know if I had that on the show. I
No,
might have
I'm
mentioned it,
certain you didn't.
No, you
No,
have that
yeah,
on the show.
but I might have mentioned it on the show.
I feel
Sour
like you
Patch Kids cereal. The problem is that with
It's Sour
that,
Patch Kids cereal?
it tastes. So the thing is, it tastes like Sour Patch Kids, but it's in a format that it shouldn't be. Like,
I was gonna say, does this just taste like slimy Cheetos?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh no!
So that,
Oh god!
I felt that
That's the
like on your
problem.
face. I could like see that like journey happen.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
As well, if you watch on YouTube.
yeah, Cheetos mac and cheese recommendation. If just buy cheddar jalapeno Cheetos if you want this
Buy
flavor.
Bag of cheese.
You know, like it doesn't need to like. Okay, so
Oh
the
my
other
God.
problem is it would be fine if this was just a sauce. If I was just dipping chips into this,
Yeah, I was like,
as a
what
sauce,
would
it
you
would
dip
be
that
fine.
in? Like, what would you put on it?
but because it's like because it's like moist, I guess, to use that word that a lot of people hate, it's not right.
It's not right.
But it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway.
Yeah, like
Pack
it's
your bags.
like you can
Up and
eat it.
leave.
You can eat it. Like it's not gonna kill you, but I wouldn't. I give this. I'm trying to think of a good rating system for this.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like
Actually, I'm gonna rate it on like a kind of like a reverse scale instead of like the more is worse. I'm gonna give
The
I'm gonna
golf
give
scale.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this 1.5 uhs from Anthony.
okay. Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
That would be the thing is I
That
have to
could be
make that
worse,
noise
though.
the appropriate amount of times.
It
Yeah,
could be
and if
worse.
something's really good, it could like maybe there's a negative or maybe there's like 0 uhs. But I don't think any of these things that I'm planning on trying like wrap snacks are on the list.
God.
What was it? It was like Jello or something. What was the other
Yeah,
thing?
it was Dragon Magic.
Okay.
flavored
Oh my
Jello.
god,
What-
Dragon
how
Magic
many-
pudding!
How many
Yeah,
does
Dragon
that have?
Magic pudding is that's like 5. Oh man, it
5
was so foul.
Wait, okay, so this only has one?
1.5.
So it's
Oh,
not
okay.
like super bad, but it's
Yeah.
not.
But Dragon Magic is 5. Uhs.
Yep,
Ugh.
Yeah.
deeply unpleasant.
It's like ugh to ooh.
Yeah, Abby hadn't even tried it yet, and she was like, "I don't know if I can do this."
What
She
did
was
you
like-
do with the other cups? Because you only had one of each, like, flavor. Is it a
Oh,
flavor? Like,
Just the color.
The color.
Yeah, it's not like do you want red 40 or
Yeah.
or
You
like
want-
yellow blue lake 6?
Yeah.
so like you only had one of each. What did you do with the rest of them? Did you
I
like
threw
throw
them
them
away.
away?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I threw them
no.
away. They were so
That's-
bad.
yeah.
There's yeah.
I like how she just knew.
She just knew immediately what we were talking about. I was like, no, trash.
I love that. All right.
We also had Fruit Gushers yogurt by
Oh.
Yoplait. That was bad
Ugh.
too. Boba. Yeah, it was bad boba.
No, thank you. No.
What is bad boba? What does that mean?
Well, like no, it's like boba, the
Like
little
boba tea.
Yeah, boba tea.
Oh, I don't like that to begin with. I'm just
That's
like gonna
like-
nail myself to the cross on that one. I don't
Not a
care,
huge
and I
fan of
don't
it.
really like it.
You mean you're not
Well,
a
some
Korean Instagram influencer?
Some people
Ugh.
are some people worship it. Like,
I
oh,
have
well,
friends who
like you want to get
really-
some boba tea, and I'm like, no.
I have some
I
friends who
don't.
really love it, and I understand the appeal because like when frozen yogurt was like super popular, like in like 2012, 2013,
Yeah.
I used to get frozen yogurt all the time at Sweet Frog over by like my high school.
I just
And
want you to know that you sound. I don't know if you're using the voice on purpose, but it sounds very close to your like ditzy sorority girl voice,
Not
like that you
intentional.
were using. And I was wondering if it was intentional, but
it's
I
not
wanted to point it
intentional.
out just in case it wasn't.
thanks for making me self-conscious.
It was. You were like, oh, well, I used to get frozen yogurt, and I was like, oh no,
Like,
Brenna, stop.
I used to get frozen yogurt, and there were like
I have a
tapioca
story.
balls at, or there were like juice tapioca balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And they
Yeah.
they
I like
taste
those.
really good, and they're just like a fun texture. Really liked those.
I
Hey,
had boba tea
tapioca.
once. Yeah,
Yes.
I like tapioca. I like that stuff in frozen yogurt, but then I have had boba tea once and I hated it. I was like, this is impeding my drink experience.
Yeah.
Um,
I had
Drinking experience.
I had a taro root bubble like boba tea in New York, and it was a choice.
What
so
kind of
Unique.
choice was it?
It was a unique choice.
fun story about frozen yogurt though. My freshman
Okay.
year, my freshman year, like a big group of there was like we had our two like the boys and girls dorms, and there was a group of friends that was kind of larger that tended to hang out. And some of the other people in the dorms had their own like smaller cliques, whatever, or people that they knew outside of the dorms that they hung out with. But there was kind of this big group that like did stuff
Hung
together.
out together. Right, okay.
Yeah, and we one time I it was new, like I didn't really know anyone yet. I had just started hanging out when this group kind of first started like forming. And one of the girls was like, "Hey, like, do you want to go spoon it up?" Like to everyone, and I was like, I have no idea what this means, but
Everyone
I guess I'm
cuddling? Like,
yeah, I was like, I guess
That
I'm
would be
going
my
along.
first-
Like,
that would be
I was
my
like-
first thought. I'd be like, what?
yeah, because they said like, do you want to go like? They probably said like, you want to go to spoon it up. So I was like,
Oh,
I
that's
guess I'm going
different.
yeah, I was like, I guess I'm going along like to find out if this is
What
as
this is.
weird as it sounds. But spoon it up ended up being the name of a frozen yogurt place.
Well, 'cause I was
Oh,
gonna
like,
say,
you want to
like,
go
yeah,
to
yeah,
this place that is a
Yeah,
fruit.
and
Okay.
yeah,
It
yeah.
made so much more sense, but my initial
But
reaction was just like, is she really suggesting to this group of strangers that we just like cuddle?
Cuddle real hard. Dog pile. Who wants?
It's
I don't know.
that
My
biggest-
thought is that story was gonna end similarly to the pyramid scheme date.
Oh yeah, no, she didn't ask me. She asked like the entire group, and everyone was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
That freshman dorm also had a fight club in the basement. So
Wait, what?
Wait, like a
the
genuine.
pyramid,
Wait,
the pyramid
genuine
scheme one, or like?
well, the men's dorm had a fight club, but there were only like 4 people in it, from what I recall. But it happened.
Jesus. There's weird shit that Look, the one story. Have I told you the story about my friend who went to BYU and like got kicked out?
No.
So, this kid I graduated with, his older brother went to BYU,
Mhm.
and this is what I was told.
Oh no.
He was in the dorms. He lived in the dorms his freshman year.
Mhm.
He
Oh, no.
got really high on
mean-
like, I think it wasn't shrooms. It was like ketamine or some shit. It was something like wild. Streaked naked through his dorm
Oh no.
MDMA.
and then crashed through a wall and got
Did he say, "Oh yeah" when he crashed through the wall?
no, he got
Missed
tased.
opportunity.
He got tased and then pulled the tasers out of him while
Oh,
being
you
tased.
told me this
I
story.
have told you this
You've
story.
told me this story. I've heard this story. I like how I couldn't recognize the story though until the part where he gets tased.
Yeah,
Oh man,
and that is the like
that's so
Oh man.
now
horrible.
That could be like conjecture. It could be exaggerated, but it
Is this
also
one of those like if you knew who this person was, it's
yeah,
definitely not things.
it
Oh
totally
man.
makes sense.
Wow.
So that's fun.
Oh man. I love it though.
Oh, me too.
Get tased.
So hearing
No.
that at your dorm there was a fight club
Yeah.
makes that culture and that
What
experience
is going on at BYU, Jacob? What's happening
a bunch
there?
of Mormons would have it together.
Well, it's like I knew this guy that went to American University for 1 semester, and he's like, "This is the least Catholic place I have ever been in my entire life." I was
Yeah.
like, "Wow." First of all, I don't even want to know what that means. Second of all, wow.
Wait, American? I didn't know. Is American?
No,
Jesuit?
I was wrong. I was wrong. It was-
Georgetown.
he went to yeah.
Georgetown's the Jesuit.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, Georgetown's the Jesuit one in DC.
Oh no, yep, you're right. I was
I
backwards.
know I'm right.
Okay.
I fully know I'm right.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, point.
Speaking
Yes.
of being right, Brenna.
Speaking of being right, I now am going to
Oh.
have the honor and the pleasure of playing a game with you all.
You'll be our DM.
Welcome to.
Oh my god, the jacket. I was like, are you cold? What's the blazer?
I'm putting on a blazer because we're going to play America's new hit game. I've mentioned it before on the podcast.
That's a
this
weird name for a game, but okay.
America's new hit game.
is called Name That Monster from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd Edition.
Okay. I'm like I'm gonna have a running counter of like who like in the post.
Yes,
I'm gonna
I'm
have
also
a running
taking,
counter of
I'm
like
taking
the
notes
edits.
of who's gonna win. Are we ready, contestants?
Okay, well actually, so do you want me to have a running counter or do you just want to like announce the winner at the end?
I mean, which is more suspenseful for our contestants today?
How many monsters are there?
There are
Okay, well,
15.
let's.
Oh,
One
only
thing-
15?
Oh,
I don't
because
know.
we're
That
gonna-
seems small. Like
We're gonna have to talk about this.
Okay, one thing that I need to know as far
Yes.
if we're laying down the rules for this game is
Oh, if we're laying down
this
the rules.
isn't going to be one of those like dumb elementary school
gosh.
games. So, okay, I was just wanted to make sure that the points at the end like do matter because in some things like this, it's like the final question is worth 10 million points.
No.
Like,
Every
so
point
your running
matters.
score has not mattered. Okay.
Every point matters for your honor.
Let's pick either fairly.
Okay.
well-known
We actually
monsters
let's
or
read this out loud
Yeah.
as well.
Okay,
for-
yeah.
just
All right, sure.
For the
Basic
audio.
rules. Yes, of course. The basic rules for Name That Monster. And this is why we were saying that you should probably watch this on YouTube, and we'll have some stuff linked in the show notes. But
You've got to use. Okay, hold on, real quick before I forget.
Yeah.
When you're announcing the monsters, you have got to use the hockey announcer voice that you used last episode.
Name
That-
that
yeah.
monster. Yeah. No, we'll get full. It's gonna be great. So
Brenna's so excited for this
this
episode.
is gonna. I worked very hard on this. So I have a PowerPoint presentation that I am going to share in the show notes that you can play along at home.
Oh man.
So take like 4 seconds right now, go to the link, pull it up, play along with us, right? Play along at home, as some other podcast might say.
Vote now on your phones.
All right, so the basic
We gotta
rules-
choose the next American Idol winner.
Yes. The next far away idol.
The
Shrek.
Shrek. The
Fall
Shrek.
back.
Well, we still have to fix the audio on the Shrek
You have
episode.
to- Or alternatively, let's just re-record it. Let's re-record the Shrek episode.
No.
Or do-
Absolutely not. If you
Or
okay, if you
transcript,
win the bet,
uh,
you can
basic
you can
animation.
do that.
Okay.
If you win the bet, we'll re-record the Shrek episode. And I will suffer again.
The basic rules for Name That Monster from Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition. Number 1. I did my best to pick either fairly well-known monsters and creatures in the D&D space, or easy to guess with some thought creature names. So ideally, this should be easy. Number 2. When you think you know the answer, for you two lovely contestants, please use the raise your hand feature on Skype. And that way, I know who to call on. Number 3, let's not forget that most of this was written by a dude super high on cocaine. Like a lot.
Like a lot.
Based on all accounts from the time. It was the 80s.
Wait, what accounts from the time said that he was high on cocaine?
Strippers. Literally, like there was a story from a stripper who met Gary Gygax, and he was just doing fucking rails of cocaine.
Damn, I
Like-
was definitely
like,
born in the wrong decade. I want to be friends with
in
Gary Gygax in the
your-
80s.
In the like hypothetically, this is again conjecture. I don't know.
Hypothetically.
I respect Gary Gygax.
Jacob.
He is our Lord and Savior in the D&D space, but like, you'll see. And then
Do less cocaine, maybe.
do less cocaine. Number
What
4,
sins does he pardon us from?
bad rolls of the dice, and ruining your DM's entire plot.
Fair. That's absolutely fair.
And then finally, fucking rail on this art, dude. It's wild. Let's go!
Oh god.
Name that monster!
Oh no.
Jacob.
It's a cat.
Kind of cat, Jacob.
Shit, it's a cat, Jacob. Fucking
It's a cat.
Kind of cat. There's a qualifier that this required.
Werecat.
Anthony.
Okay.
Is it I think it's it's spelled like Kate or something, CAIT.
No.
It's like a thief
No.
kind of creature. No.
Okay. Wait, I want to try again.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
Jacob.
It's a familiar.
No.
Okay.
You guys are thinking really hard about this.
Is it just an orange cat? Like is
No.
is that the whole
It is. Think of adjectives that would describe cat.
House cat.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
wild cat?
In the description, and is a type of cat, a subtype of this cat. However, here in Dungeons and Dragons, cats are divided into 2 types of cats primarily in the monster manual. And then
You're not gonna tell us what the 2 types are?
no, because if I tell you what the other type
okay.
is, you're just gonna immediately get the other one. Jacob,
Feral cat.
another subtype of this type of cat.
So wild and feral are 2 subtypes
Yes.
of a subtype of a cat.
So here, all right.
I don't fucking know. God damn.
Giant cat is the other type of cat.
Small cat.
Literally.
It's small
Cat's
cat.
Small. It's small cat.
Domestic. It says domestic cat.
Domestic, wild,
Let's
and
go through some
elven.
fun talking points. Yeah, they're also
Okay,
large
yeah,
cats.
no,
It's literally like cats
counts.
large.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Small cat.
Small cat. So Jacob gets the point.
God damn. What?
All right, let's talk about
Cat,
some of the fun talking
small.
points. We've got for domestic cats, though some pampered specimens can weigh as
You
much as
highlighted
pounds.
oh my gosh.
All right, the cat's gestation period is about 2 months. Gygax wrote in for most of these creatures what the fucking gestation period for having a child is.
That is actually very important because in our D&D campaign, Abby's character got hook horror eggs, and our DM had to look up the gestation period for them.
Wild. Yeah, but like. I
No,
don't
this is the domestic cat.
Yeah, the cat's gestation period is 2 months, and then you've got in each litter
With
it's
1d4.
1d4 plus 1 kittens in every litter.
What?
Then there's wild cats, but there's also
Elven cats can
elven
speak.
cats. Elven cats they're very intelligent and have their own language, and many can speak a crude form of the elven tongue or whatever tongue their owner speaks. Also, they enjoy swimming and playing in water. Only elven cats, though.
They have a 99.9% chance to move silently.
Yeah, because you actually use percentile dice in this
So
edition of D&D.
So that's a 1 in 1,000.
You basically have to
Chance.
roll 100. You have to roll a 100.
Well, no, 100 doesn't count. That would be a 99% chance.
Yeah, then I don't know why. What the fuck
yeah,
then?
yeah. How do you? Yeah,
What?
how do you?
Do you roll 3d10 then? And then one of them is the like.
Yeah, you have to. If
So
use
you
1,000.
have to roll. Yeah, you have to.
Or if you rolled a 99 or a 90 and you had like some bonus that let you like increase that or something.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
do.
know.
I'm gonna do a 2nd edition campaign where all of the enemies are elven cats that are invisible. Every enemy, every NPC as well. Talking
Oh
to them
my-
is gonna be real hard.
Oh my god.
Where did everyone go? Wait, what was that?
You find your the party finds itself in a flat expanse of nothing.
And
A wilderness, because they have a 99 or a 90% chance to hide in the
hide
wilderness.
Yeah, and they are only surprised on a 1. So if you
God.
roll on a 1 on your initiative, then they are surprised.
Gosh,
Or
I
like-
should have another beer.
or a
This
natural
is,
1
this,
on your
This
dex
is only
check.
the first monster.
This
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 is
is
gonna
only
be.
the first monster.
And they impose a penalty to your
Yes!
own roll.
Yes!
Like,
Yeah.
they're
A
too
domestic
powerful.
cat is capable of a burst speed, boosting movement rate to 18 for a round, maintaining
Oh
such
my
speed for only
god!
10 rounds. It's
Gotta go
insane.
fast.
But this is all like in the monster manual. This is more thorough than the current monster manual. Like, it's insane.
Because no one cares. No one gives a fuck
No
about
one
domestic
cares,
cats in
Gary!
5th edition. Like no one
No
cares.
one cares, Gary. Okay, we're gonna move on. Name that monster. Anthony?
It's a kobold.
No.
Damn it.
It's the toad guy. from
Jacob,
Chrono
she didn't
Trigger.
call your name. You raised your hand. You gotta wait to be called on. Go over there and slap the shit out of you.
Jacob.
It's the toad guy from Chrono Trigger.
It is though.
It is.
It
You're-
looks.
you're
It
like,
looks exactly
"What?"
like him.
You're wrong. You know. Anthony.
I really hope I'm wrong, but is it a goblin?
It is not a goblin.
Thank God.
It is not a goblin. Jacob.
Is it a bullywug?
Nailed it. It's
Oh
a
my
goblin.
God. I should have done some studying before I like did this episode because I'm just not in it.
I told you a week ago that I was doing this.
I know. No, you told me weeks ago. We've been planning this episode for a while. I'm just
Guess
like,
what?
oh
The-
my God.
The only reason I know that is because I had to use one in my campaign.
Oh
when they
yeah, the
encountered
meme
Dad Boy.
character. The
Yeah.
dad boy enemy.
Boy.
They encountered a bullywug on a unicycle in my campaign.
Okay, there are some really important things we need to talk about bullywugs.
Wait, what?
They are
Oh my God.
they're semi-organized, socially fascist groups.
Oh my God.
In the monster manual, it says Bullywug society is a savage one. Males are the dominant sex, and females exist only to lay eggs. Gygax.
I can't get over
Oh my God.
their semi-organized and socially fascist groups.
I know.
They're frogs. Frogs.
Bullywug's prized treasure, though it benefits them little. They value coins and jewels, and occasionally a magical item can be found amongst their hoard. Bullywugs lack the greed and power less seen in individuals of other chaotic races. So why the fuck do they treasure gold?
Wait, hold on. Wait, no. I can't believe you didn't
No,
highlight
it's
this.
on an individual level.
The entire race is chaotic evil.
Yes, the entire race in 2E is chaotic evil. Yeah. But they lack the intelligence to pick a fight.
But they hate bigger versions of themselves. They hate advanced bullywugs.
Oh my god, it's insane. Great. Now let's compare it to the modern day bullywug. Not that different. Lacking the tongue, which is really an and the
Well,
update,
Kiss was really popular
I
in the
guess-
80s.
Well, my
so
big thing is that it looks less like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle now
Mm-hmm.
in 5e.
yeah.
The new 5e edition looks less like
It looks like that character from oh god, it kills me that I can't remember his name. Return of the Jedi that sits next to Lando and the Falcon.
oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It
I
looks
know.
like that guy. The new one, the 5e one, looks like him.
I was thinking some like Usagi Yojimbo.
That bothers me
art.
so much that I can't remember his name.
Oh my god. Any final thoughts on the bullywug?
I like that they're fascist.
Neen Nub. That's his name. Neen Nub.
Okay. They're socially organized fascist groups. I saw that, and I
You had to throw them in there.
well, and what's wild is seeing that was what made me want to put in all of the descriptions that we can talk about. I was like seeing bullymongs described as fascists. I was like, okay, we have to talk about this now. Great. Are we ready to move on? Have we railed on bullywogs enough?
So that was number 2. So 1 was cat, small. Number 2 was a bullywug. Let's
Bullywug.
move on to number 3.
Do you have a list later?
Name
Oh my God.
that monster!
What the?
Break it down. Jake.
I'm gonna name him Chitinous Frank.
Good. I like it, but it's wrong. I like it though.
I'm
Anyway,
gonna be really basic about like all of these, just
Please.
in the hope that I'll get some point, like cat small, but like, is it just a crab?
No, you're close.
Oh no.
You're close. You're half right. Jacob.
Actual cancer.
Very wrong. Very wrong. Anthony?
Red crab?
No. No. I mean, he is red. Jacob?
Were crab.
No. No. Good though. Good guess.
Can we have another hint? Jacob, stop!
Jacob?
Advanced crab.
No. Advanced Crab 2nd edition.
Can we have another hint?
I mean, it's got 2 legs. Anthony?
Man crab or crab man?
Crab Man!
Nice! Get fucked! Yeah!
Anthony.
I didn't think, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna get
Crab
any
man.
of these correct.
That's great.
Yeah, so
Crab men.
the reason why I love Crabmen, we have some in our Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition campaign. They live on the beach. And they're just cool dudes, man. So they have, this is just a sentence I really hate. 2 slender eye stalks bob above the beak-like collection of mandibles. Which is just the worst sentence I've ever heard. Also, fully not mandibles. Those teeth, not mandibles.
Yeah, those are not mandibles.
They live.
Like their eyes like jut out of their heads, and they're like, what the fuck?
I do enjoy that he felt the need to specify that they live in coastal areas. Thanks, Gygax. They're crabs.
Well, maybe
they-
he was worried that they he meant crabs that like
I-
the
honestly-
other kind of crabs.
Who knows? They mate at irregular times throughout the year. The female produces about 100 eggs within 2 weeks. They are laid in the ocean where they hatch and
Who cares?
soft-shell
Why
crab-like
is
larvae.
relevant?
I-
They mate. Why is they mate at irregular times throughout the year? Like I want to know whose 2nd edition campaign
involved crab man
is
fucking.
specific enough for crab people relations to take place. Like,
Well, if
we're
the
running this kind of 2nd edition's campaign, I have further questions for you.
Wait till we talk about Thaco.
My first question is,
So-
what the fuck?
Advanced
Well-
Dungeons and Dragons is super crunchy when it comes to like the numbers and all this. Like I am gonna talk about Thaco at a later time, and you guys are gonna hate yourselves.
Yeah, I already hate Thaco, but I was thinking if you wanted the crabmen irregular mating in a campaign, you would have an NPC that's like, I need their eggs,
Yeah.
and you're just gonna have to wait.
Go on
I
a
just need
fetch
you to
quest.
go.
Fetch
I don't
me
know when you're gonna
crabmen
fuck.
eggs. So are the females called crab women?
Nope, they're crabmen.
Oh my god.
Also, I highlight that last line because as someone who played a wizard in an Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition campaign, I had an armor class of 10 and I rolled a d4 for hit points. I started the campaign with 3 hit points. How she made it to level 7, we will never know. Crabmen larvae have an AC of 8 and they have a full D6. That is what a hit die is in D&D, in AD&D. And their claws could, in theory, knock a wizard unconscious with one hit.
Wait, crabmen can get as tall as 10 feet?
Yes.
Imagine if you saw one of these things 10 feet tall.
Yeah, they're so tall and terrifying. And
My
they have
God.
the carapace. It's a lot.
Okay. Also, like this Kabuto looking dude.
Yeah,
I
he
was-
looks like Kabuto if Kabuto were terrifying and
Yeah.
evil.
Okay, let's talk about how
red.
Reddit.
He's so
like,
red.
People on Reddit identify themselves like
Yeah.
by they do like the age and then like F or M or like whatever
Yeah.
for their gender.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
And
ASL.
I think-
ASL.
Yeah, so that's what Crabman. That's how they identify themselves as the.
Yeah,
They just do it in a series of clicks, like a Reddit.
I'm actually 8'4", but I'm 9 feet on Tinder. Great.
Picked up a Tinderbox.
Box. No one's gonna call
Let's
it that.
talk about the fucking horrifying.
Oh my gosh, I hate the first edition one so much.
The 5th edition is so bad though. Like, what on
Well,
earth?
so that's like unofficial Unearthed Arcana art. The
Yeah,
three.
Even
second
the
and third
third edition. Even the 3rd edition is like terrifying.
That's just a crab with legs. It's just a crab with man legs.
Are they nice legs?
So people took such a shining to crabmen that the Unearthed Arcana has created an entire playable race, the Urians, in which you could be a crab. Be a crab. And apparently, no one can decide what they look like. Not a single person.
No one should be the first. Second edition has, I think, the best art.
I think second edition is the best art, fully.
Oh man, first
First
edition
edition
looks
is
so
so bad.
So bad.
First edition looks like a Doctor Who alien.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, this looks like some terrible 60s sci-fi.
Like the dinosaur, the anthropomorphic dinosaurs
Yes.
that are in Doctor Who.
3rd edition reminds me of the Silt Striders from Morrowind.
Yeah.
That's what they look like to me.
Yeah. And then there's the horrifying lobster beast from 5th edition.
Okay, 5th edition. That looks like Urgot. That looks like Crab God.
Yeah, that looks
And
like Urgot if someone like
The
From
if
League
you
of Legends.
described what he was and then someone tried to draw him without seeing him.
The little nubby eyes get me.
Oh wait,
God.
oh my
Those
god.
are eyes, Anthony. Oh my
What
god.
if he just has like an actual like? And the weirdest part about the 5th edition.
man
one
mouth?
Yeah, and the man nose.
Yeah.
It's got like it's
Why
like
does it have a
Batman
nose?
if he had a really horrible suit. Crab man.
It's
I had a hermit crab growing up, and then my parents were killed. Now I am Crab man.
Oh my god. Okay. Are we ready to move on from
Oh,
the
God.
atrocity that is
I guess
Crabman?
so.
Great.
Okay, Anthony has 1 point.
Name that monster. Anthony.
Steel dragons. Or steel dragon.
No, but close. Jacob.
Blue dragon.
No. Anthony.
Iron dragon.
No.
Steel dragon was close.
You want to know what I hate most about this art?
It's bad.
Well, one, it's bad. Jacob?
Ferrite dragon.
No. No, let's take a step back. Just take a step back. I hate the tongue. Jacob?
Dragon, comma large.
There is an entry in the monster manual that is just dragon, comma general. But that's not this. That's not
Okay.
this.
Dragon. I don't do that tongue
Dragon.
thing.
Jacob?
Metallic dragon.
No. This is not a metallic dragon of any kind, Anthony.
Wait, no, you said I was close with Iron Dragon.
Well, because you were the first
Well,
one to say
close, yeah.
dragon.
Well, no
Ah,
shit, it's a dragon. It's not a wyvern. Like,
As, you know, I could go on a rant on.
ah,
if it's not blue,
Anthony.
gray dragon. It's like grayish.
It's like more than gray.
Wait, no, I know.
Anthony.
Smoke dragon.
No.
Damn it. You said it was more than gray.
red and gray. Ooh, light blue.
No.
Dragon.
No, you are dancing around what it is. Think of the chromatic dragons. Anthony.
Water dragon.
Fucking just. No.
Damn it.
Wait.
The chromatic dragons.
Blue?
I haven't looked
isn't-
at the manual in a long time,
It's
okay?
Blue
not-
isn't the chromatic
This
dragon?
is no, it is. It is a chromatic dragon. It's the wrong chromatic dragon.
Oh,
Jacob.
silver?
No.
dragon?
No.
Oh.
No. You each have one more guess, Anthony.
Gold dragon.
No.
Oh, man, I wanted it to be
Wait,
so
wait.
wrong.
You have one.
One more guess. Chromatic. When it's the wrong chromatic dragon, like this is the art for the wrong color, right?
You said the wrong color for the art of this dragon. Blue is a chromatic dragon in Tui, but that is not the correct chromatic dragon.
Okay, but I'm gonna rattle them off just for my own brain.
Yes. Yes.
I
yes,
said gray, and she said
Red.
no.
Okay. Red. Green,
Hmm.
blue,
Oh, no.
Anthony.
yellow.
Black dragon.
This is a fucking black dragon.
What?
Oh
no,
my
it
God.
not No, it isn't. It's
Oh my
blue
gosh.
and gray.
Wow.
What? No, it isn't. You said more gray, and I was like, dark gray?
Fucking idiot.
Brenna's notes. Also, there are 25 types of dragons in second edition.
There are 25. There are 25.
Oh, that's so stupid. At birth, black dragon scales are thin, small, and glossy, but as it ages, it becomes larger, thicker, and duller. So it's like it's not even a black dragon at that point. Like
Right. Like
it's a black dragon when it's a baby.
it's insane. It's insane.
That's like if you had blonde hair when you were a baby, no one's gonna be like, oh, like you're still blonde. Like you were that color when you were a baby.
It's insane. It's insane.
Like have the name of them when they're an adult.
Their favorite targets are men, who they will sometimes stalk for several minutes in an attempt to gauge their strength and wealth before attacking.
So they have that in common with cougars.
Exactly. Man. Let's
Black
just
dragons, not as
Black-
dangerous as cougars.
Black dragon. Oh my
compare
god.
that to the
See,
actual
No, see,
5e art.
5e is so much better. Like, that looks scary, and
Yeah.
it's black. I also like how they're, like, looking at each other.
Oh yeah. That was intentional on my part. Like the black dragon's like, hey, and the Tui dragon's like, eh.
Reminds me of what's the three-headed dragon picture where the two heads are, like, really
Yeah.
serious,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other one's like,
Yeah.
ah.
Yeah. So
The
yeah, you guys
derpy-
are tied
The
currently.
derpy head of King Ghidorah.
Yes. You guys are tied with two correct.
It's so
Black.
bad.
It's
Yeah,
so
black
Why is
drag-
it blue?
When you said it was the wrong color, like I totally thought that it was gonna be something that was like on the opposite end of the spectrum. Like
No.
for
Yeah,
some-
that's why I
yellow.
was like, gold dragon? Like,
yeah.
So the 5 chromatic dragons, right? Red, white, black, blue, green. And then there's like a bunch of metallic. There's also gemstone dragons in Tui. It is bizarre.
They
Um,
drop dragon plate skirts.
they
Uh,
dropped the base.
Yeah. Okay, are we ready?
Oh
let's-
man,
Really? Okay.
Okay.
this is a good game.
I'm so glad you're having fun. Name that
Oh no!
monster.
What the the yellow one, right? But not the little one.
Both, Jacob.
Wait, both?
They
Wait,
go
so
by
like,
the same name in the monster manual. These are considered the same type of monster in the monster manual. Anthony.
Rat. Oh my god.
you gotta be kidding.
Oh
That's
my god.
insane.
This is the same art, right? Like you didn't put two
No,
pieces of art
no.
together.
This is the actual. I literally took the clipped art from
Oh my gosh.
permaboard.org and pasted it into this. You can go to the monster manual and you can look up rats.
It's an osquip.
This is
If
an
we're getting
osquip.
technical, that is an osquip.
Yes. Which, by the way, so as we're going through the different types of
Ah.
rats, they're like, they can't swim. They hate water. And then you fucking go to osquips, and it's like osquips are difficult to domesticate, but their leather is soft and water resistant, and they're not afraid of fire, but they're poor swimmers. Oh no, sorry. All the other rats are great swimmers but hate fire. Osquips are not afraid of fire, but are terrible swimmers, and they have a 50% chance of drowning.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
If you-
teeth like that, you'd go
Also,
in face first and
They
you
have
just
a
drown.
movement rate of 1 when they swim.
Their teeth can be used in digging magic. You know, digging magic. Your favorite sorcerer background.
Oh,
Why was
my-
the only part you highlighted normal rats fear fire but brave it when very hungry?
I just thought that was funny. I just thought that was amusing. And there's just so much weird shit happening. There are burrows, honeycomb, many
Giant
graveyards.
rats avoid attacking strong parties unless driven by hunger or commanded by creatures such as vampires.
Or were-rats.
Why is it that vampires can command rats?
My children of the night, my rats.
Okay, let's go back for a second to the
Okay.
osquips. Small detail. Their teeth are sharp enough to dig through stone.
Oh.
You know, stone beavers.
Oh
Your-
God, yeah, it does say
My
that,
favorite
doesn't
animal
it?
growing up was the osquip.
They're the size of a small dog.
That's like the kind of thing that like at Boy Scout camp when like they were hazing like younger like
They
scouts
were
coming
telling
in.
you about the osquip.
Yeah, like go find. Yeah, have you ever been osquip hunting? We're gonna go tonight. It'll be super fun.
Oh God. Okay, are we ready to move on from this
Yes,
horrifying
please.
image?
I cannot believe I was right.
Name
Oh,
that
this
monster. Jacob,
Owlbear?
that is indeed an owlbear.
Oh, that was what the?
That is
How did
indeed
you
an
know
owlbear.
so quickly?
Which I just
I
want to
know.
say
I know
that's-
some things.
that's an eagle bear.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah,
eagle
true.
something.
Only an eagle bear. Owlbears are probably the crossbred creation of a demented wizard. Given the lethality of this creation, it is quite likely that the wizard who created them is no longer alive.
I love and am terrified of like the serious thought that went into like
Right.
writing the description of all of these creatures.
I know! As a hybrid of 2 animals, one diurnal and the other nocturnal, they have an unusual active time, waking at noon, hunting animals active during the day, then hunting nocturnal creatures before going to sleep at midnight.
That's
Why?
basically me. Wake up at noon,
Yes,
go to
yeah.
sleep at midnight.
Exactly. Yeah. And then this is just owlbear eggs are worth 2,000 silver pieces.
What the? Holy, why?
It's only 2,000 silver. That's 200 gold. Like that's not that much. Also, just convert it to gold. Half the shit's gold.
Yeah.
The rat carapace was 10 gold. Why is this in silver, Gygax?
Probably just couldn't remember. Like at this point, he couldn't remember what
It's too-
like.
It was too much cocaine, man. It was too much cocaine.
Yeah, he couldn't remember what forms of currency
Oh
he had
my
made
God.
at that point.
Yeah. So Do we
My
want to do a
goodness.
quick, just a quick recap of the monsters we've dealt with so far? So we've had.
I do want to point out we're at 55 minutes. And
Oh,
we're
I
not
know.
even half the monsters.
This is important. It's fun.
This
Okay, I'm
Long-
just letting you know. I just want to point that
It's
out.
the way of the future.
What the?
name. I do not expect you to get this one. I really just wanted to put this in there, Jacob.
Hippogriff.
No, Anthony.
A sphinx.
Close, but no. I will ask you one question.
Close.
Do she got a booty?
How to draw a Pegasus.
Do she got a booty? How is that a
Yeah.
hint?
You'll
I
figure
can't
it
hear
out.
you.
Do she got a booty is the hint.
Is the hint?
Yes, that is the hint. Do she got a booty? 5, 4.
No. No.
You-
We're gonna
you wanna
figure this
figure-
out. Jacob and I are gonna
Okay,
figure this out.
Can I look up the lyrics to that song?
It's not a song. It's
meme.
like a meme
It's a meme.
reference.
It's a meme. Yeah, if you want to.
I'm unfamiliar with that hint.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jacob's gonna look it up. I'm gonna
Yeah,
look it
go
up too.
for it.
Wait, 1 second.
Yeah, look it up.
The hint is do she got a booty?
It's from a.
Oh.
I think it's
what?
from a Vine.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the Urban Dictionary definition is not helpful. KnowYourMeme.com.
This is so stupid. You were putting so much effort into a really stupid thing.
No,
You
I
gave
gotta-
us. You gave us
I
a
wanna
hint.
know.
All we have to know. All we have to go on is it was close with a sphinx, and
Because
do
it's
she got a? Those are the only hints we have
Yeah.
right now.
yeah.
Okay, no. Searching "do she got a booty" just sent me to Reddit, and now it's just like monster cat images. So
Is it somehow and wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
Sphinx is close.
You're not gonna get it based off the Sphinx hint. Like in the backstory, it is similar to a Sphinx, but that is not going to help you because this is an obscure god type.
It's a god.
Technically. So in the culture that this was
Shit, I don't know the
Bastardized
second
from-
edition gods, Brenna.
no, this isn't a god in second edition, Anthony.
You said the culture that it's bastardized from, and the whole time I'm thinking the face is Dionysus.
No, God, that'd be wild.
No, this seemed more like I don't know. I was thinking like
Like a Zeus
Zoroastrianism or
face?
something.
It's Assyrian.
Yeah.
It is Assyrian. Is what it's originally.
How is that spelled?
ASSYRIAN.
Oh, okay.
Assyrian.
Okay.
It's
It's
like-
an
okay.
Assyrian
Assyria.
Pegasus.
Fucking, you're not gonna get it. We're gonna.
No,
can we
hold
move
on.
No, can we move on? This is the dumbest.
No, hold on. I'm gonna figure it out.
This one's great though.
Dude, she got a booty.
Is it just called a she-do?
Is it Asher?
Jacob!
A she-do? See, I wanted to say that, but I was like, there's no way that's just what it's called.
I was so afraid that was the answer, and I was like, that can't be it.
Dude, she got a booty.
She-do.
They
This is,
always have
someone
beards
should
with
have this
mustache.
picture like on standby. If
So that was.
anyone that's listening to this or watching this, if you have some like one of your dumbass friends is always like, "Do she got a booty?" Just show them this picture, and they'll never say that again.
Never
This
get
picture is horrifying. I'm gonna have nightmares about this episode.
I feel like I want this on a business card.
Why? What
Because-
purpose would
okay.
that serve?
So around Provo right now, there's a lot of like propaganda for the birds aren't real
Yes!
conspiracy.
Why?
Because people like having fun. And there's like surprisingly lax laws on like putting things up on like lampposts and other things like that. So
Lexington
there's
police
just
had to
like
crack down.
lots of stickers.
Lexington police had to crack down because people were killing birds in the streets.
Oh no.
Yeah. There were like I was like walking out around downtown and I fully saw like a bird with its neck snapped. Anyway, so she-dos are okay. In my note, you can see when writing this, they also completely neglected to mention that that these things are basically gods and protectors of stars in Sumerian and Assyrian culture. Also, the women are called Lamassu, and the Lamassu are primarily who protected the stars and everything. She-do were a much less common like name for the Lamassu. For these
Yeah,
gods.
I imagine Jacob like flipping through her pages of her second edition monster manual and coming upon this page and being like the
You mean
come
Brent.
to Jesus
You
moment.
mean me?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I am not
The
Jacob.
like come to Jesus moment like that you see in movies where like a light shines on them and they're like, oh, like that's what I imagine happened to Brenna when she found this monster in the monster manual.
We were looking through it through the
It's
like list
called
of
a
names.
she-do.
It's called a she-do. A she-do, whatever you want to call it. It is so funny.
Shed U.
The
University
moment I-
where you learn to make sheds.
The moment I saw this, I instantly put in our D&D chat for our second edition campaign, "Do she got a booty?" And then I screenshot the picture of the she-do with the name. Anyway, that's all. There's nothing
Wow.
really terribly interesting except for that like she-do are primarily like considered males.
They always have beards and
Boys
mustaches.
with beards and mustaches. That's just
Why are its ears pointed?
because their heads are large and humanoid rather than dwarven in appearance. That's all I got. Oh, okay. So, that's actually kind of interesting.
They
All
fight evil.
Wait, wait,
Interesting.
wait.
They do. No, they're like bastions of good. All she-do wear a simple headband made of braided cloth or rope with a single button for the adornment. The button centered on the forehead, and its material represents the status. For lower ranks, from lower to higher, it's silver, gold, platinum, sapphire, ruby, diamond.
This is none of those though. It's purple.
I do love that it describes them as having powerful, stocky equine bodies with short, powerful, feathered wings.
That is great.
Like that wing size, not
Would
enough.
not carry that body. Would not
Not
carry that
enough.
body. Not enough. Okay.
I guess that's where
Can we
the psionics
please
come
move
in.
on?
We can move on.
Can you
Oh
pick up
wait,
a
we gotta
she-do and hold
compare.
it?
I'm so sorry. We
Yeah.
gotta
The
compare.
first one is so bad. Oh my god. Why? Why?
Did the
They're
art
all
for
they're
this one.
like
They
don't get me
plotted it.
wrong. They're all real bad. The
Yeah.
first one though is so bad.
Exceptionally terrible.
The second one looks the best.
I know.
The
Yeah.
third one, like, why is its beard?
It's weirdly complex.
Yeah.
Why
Like,
does it have goat ears?
Beardly complex.
and it has
um,
horns. Why did they add horns and a crown?
It's like a cow. So their wings are so short. Can you pick them up and jump off buildings and fly for a short distance, like a cuckoo in
Legend of
Legend
Zelda.
of Zelda? Yeah.
No. All right. Name that monster.
Wait, where's the raise hand button?
Jacob.
Lionfish.
No.
Oh, damn, that's what I was gonna say.
You're on the right track. Anthony.
A fish lion.
No. No. And Jacob.
Catfish.
That would be the clever name for this, wouldn't
Is it a cat?
It's not a catfish. Anthony.
Oh, what's the other word for cat? It's
Feline?
no, not feline. Is it feline fish?
No. No.
Catfish would be the clever
What
name.
is the upper half of that body?
A lion.
Uh-huh. What's the lower half?
A fish.
Jacob.
Ooh. Wait, so it's not a lionfish?
Not a lion.
I said that earlier. So it's a lion made Lion, mermaid.
No. Anthony.
A fish lion?
No. Where are fish? Where are fish? Where do they
Oh
live?
my gosh.
Anthony?
Is it Is it a sea lion?
It's a sea
It's a goddamn sea lion. What the fuck? What the? Gygax, stop doing cocaine. Stop.
It gets better. It gets
When,
better.
okay, when time travel is invented, I'm gonna go back in time, and when Gygax is thinking of this monster, I'm going to punch him in the throat.
No. Because
Why?
we don't get moments like this. We don't get moments. Okay, ready? Seahorses and sea lions almost never encounter one another, as sea lions prefer to dwell in the shallow coastal regions, while seahorses delve to the deeps. Seahorses are, by the way, fully top half horse, bottom half fish. This is
They're not
primarily
that other thing.
no.
There's now an official name for that kind of a
There
hippocamp,
is.
right?
Yeah,
that's a
basically. No, hippocamps also exist.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
a Greek
what?
mythology
No.
creature.
No.
No, in D&D they exist.
No, Brenna, no.
This is primarily due to their respective dietary differences. Seahorses eat plankton, while sea lions eat any type of meat, be it fish, dinosaur, or wandering herd animals caught
What the-
drinking at the water's edge.
Why
Sea
is dinosaur specifically mentioned?
Sea lions are not afraid of land, and it is not unheard of for sea lions to drag themselves a few dozen yards up the beach in search of a meal. While these attacks are rare indeed, the reports of sea lions in the vicinity does tend to foster more fear among the general populace than a simple shark attack does. But in a world of krakens, dinosaurs, vampires, sea lions are a relatively minor threat. Also, they're incredibly dangerous if you do attack them. Any creature hit by both paw attacks is in the same round is being mauled. Mauled creatures cannot attack if they have not already done so, and must roll a successful open doors roll to free themselves. Open doors rolls are the hardest roll in the game. You have to roll a D100, and based on your strength skill, it's like I think the max is like 12. So you have to roll a 12 or lower on a D100.
So it's the dungeons in Dungeons and Dragons are equally hard because it's impossible to open doors in this world.
Yes.
Well, if Jacob and Ian are playing, Ian just picks Jacob up and just fucking throws him through the doors
Oh my god. Anthony,
or out the windows.
You guys have tied back up.
Oh my gosh. It's a sea lion.
Let's talk about.
It's a sea lion.
Can we talk about the shitty furry art in that first edition?
Its face is like so feminine.
Man, I hate the third edition one because it looks like a tattoo someone would get.
Because it looks like a tattoo someone. You're right though, and I know exactly the type of person that would get that tattoo.
No, fully.
Are we thinking of the same? Has he driven you in a car somewhere?
He has.
So we are thinking of the same
We
person
are thinking
that
of
would
the
get this
same
exact tattoo.
Exact. But he'd probably also consider the first edition one.
No, he would go
No.
for the third edition.
Okay.
He wouldn't even think about. He would think about the first edition, but as soon as he thought the third edition one, sold. Like,
We're moving on, okay?
thank God.
Wow.
Sasquatch.
Close.
That was gonna be my answer.
Anthony?
Bigfoot.
Close. Think colder.
Oh,
Jacob.
Yeti.
Yeah, it's a Yeti.
Damn.
Can we talk about how that's just a gorilla?
It's just like
It's just
a
a gorilla.
super ripped gorilla though. He has like a 12-pack
Sounds
abs.
like
Like
Back.
he's got like the Cassidon thing going on, Jacob,
yeah,
where his abs are like going around his
24
body.
pack. Yeah.
Also, one.
He has a 64-pack, by the way.
One.
Someone went and counted.
Oh
What's
my
going
God.
on with his right arm? Because it's way too big.
My
It's-
right arm is a lot stronger
And then-
than my left arm.
And on top of that, Why is his left elbow pointy?
Because it's he's from the anime Blue Seed.
Yeah. Unlike most
Wait,
apes
what?
and gorillas,
Why was that? Wait, why? What? And you say yeah, like that's just like a common thing that someone. What?
Yeah, everyone
Do I
knows
even
Blue
want to
Seed.
know? No, What are you talking about?
I just don't care. I've got to be honest. I just don't. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about the weird anime art. Unlike most apes and gorillas, the Yeti does not have an opposable toe on its feet.
Does it have?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I looked at it for a second. And it looked like it had 6 toes, and I was like,
It's-
what the?
It's got man feet. They have a strong, musky odor.
Why is that important to know?
It has a transparent second eyelid, which allows the creatures to see in blowing snow. Although the Yeti is of average intelligence, it has no civilization. They can use simple tools, including man-made weapons, but will not make any themselves. Because they're lazy fucking moochers.
Okay, so what's so depressing to me is like, other than the weird Shido like creature,
Uh-huh.
all of these monsters are like very like generic like.
Cat, bullywog, crabman, black dragon,
Okay,
rats,
well maybe not the
owlbear.
bullywog, but like all of them are like fairly generic Dungeons and Dragons monsters.
Mhm.
But like the art is so bad. Like the Yeti, this is a Yeti. What in this art shows me that it's a Yeti and not just like a gorilla or like a big?
Name that monster, Anthony.
That's a kobold.
No, it's not a kobold.
I had to find Blue Seed stuff.
Oh God, I hate that. Get it
I
off
hate
my
it.
screen.
I hate it.
Jacob, that's the worst thing you've ever
I
done.
told you there were.
Okay,
I told you
there's
it looked like
no
the
way
Yeti.
that's the worst thing that Jacob has ever done.
Probably not.
Don't even challenge me on that.
What, Anthony? What do you now think it is?
Is it a goblin?
It's a goblin.
I only know this because the other day, like, I think it was either on the show really quickly or after the
Oh,
show,
yeah.
talked about doing this episode, and I was like, I gotta know what the goblin looks like.
Yep.
And I remember this picture, and it's so bad. Like
Also, I
it's
just
so bad, but it's also not bad. Like, you know, like,
no. I mean, like, I get it. Okay, I wanted to talk about goblin eugenics for a second. Usually a single
okay,
tribe.
that is a sentence. Like, I'm gonna write that. I'm gonna start keeping a running list of like sentences I never thought I heard someone say, and I want to talk about goblin eugenics for a second. Is 100% gonna be at the top of that list.
Their skin color ranges from yellow through any shade of orange to a deep red. Usually, a single tribe has members all about the same skin color.
That's not. That's just racism. Like,
Well, here's the thing. Even as white people, all white people, like, don't look the same. Like,
okay, you said the first.
Oh,
one,
no, it
and I was like,
doesn't say they
where
all
is
look
that
the same.
going?
from a skin tone, from like a skin tone perspective. Like,
No, okay, yeah, that's fair.
But it's all about the same color, like
yeah, but
roughly. Like if we're talking, like I'm assuming that
Yes.
like let's say you had let's say you were picking colors for like a wedding or something, and you were looking at like a range of colors,
yeah.
or like a range of hues in one color that you were like picking out. You're like, I generally want this color, but I'm not sure like which shade I want. That's what I'm envisioning.
Okay.
I can
Goblins
see what you're
are
saying,
organized
but I
according to
feel
wedding
like
slots.
you're wrong.
I just feel like there's a much larger
They can live to be 50 years old.
fucking apparently.
Shit.
They do not eat much, but will kill just for the pleasure of it.
I mean,
and-
this looks like someone who would find you in a dark alley and just murder you just cause.
Also, they wear clothing of dark leather, tending towards dull, soiled-looking colors. Goblins
It's so they can
their
shit
pants.
themselves. Yeah, I was
Goblins shit
literally
their
like,
pants fully. And then they're decent miners. They're not great. They're decent.
I love the like able to note new or unusual construction in underground area 25% of the time. It's like very specific, like
Uh-huh.
25% of the time.
Yeah. So it's when you make someone roll a die. Yeah, let's just compare it to 5e goblins, which is still not what I think goblins look like. Like, when I think of goblins, I don't think of either of these arts. I don't know what I think of, but I don't think of this art.
Do you think of them as being green?
No, I think of them as being like a red. I think of them as being like a kobolds are blue, goblins are red.
Kobolds are red for me.
I think I imagine them both as like goblins. I imagine being green. Kobolds, I think I imagine being like orangish. That's why my first guess was like kobold.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Goblins
I'm
are
not really
sometimes,
crazy
like,
about the
leathery.
goblin 5e art.
Yeah. Just generally, I think we can do goblins better. I feel like and this is one of those sentences that I'm gonna get I know that Anthony is gonna hop on me about the next sentence I'm about to say.
That boy.
But this art is weirdly sexy. Why is that goblin so sexy? But like not like in a I'm attracted to him way, but like why is his tit out? Why is his thigh so rippling?
The
Like,
5th edition one.
The 5th edition one. And like
He looks like he's doing steroids. Like, look at his poor neck.
and like hobgoblins have the same problem in 5e, and this is what sparked one of our my friends.
Brenna, I'm really worried about you.
My friends and I once spent an entire evening arguing about we did a bracket of the sexiest monsters in D&D.
I'm
and it came down to a final
deeply concerned.
It came down to a final four of fuck, marry, kill, friend zone. And it was ready for this lineup. It was the Minotaur.
And this is in order.
No. I'm not ordering them.
This was just the final four.
These were the final four. These were the March Madness final four. It was Minotaur, Were-Tiger, Hobgoblin, and the Demon Prince of the Sex Hell.
Grzit.
Grzit, yeah. I think, yeah. Most of the time, we didn't pick the Demon Prince of Hell.
Were-Tiger is on that list?
No. Yes, Were-Tiger is on that list.
Okay.
How many of your friends are furries?
None of them.
That is a lie.
So the other one, it wasn't the Demon Prince of Hell. He lost to a multi-armed half-snake woman, who's also works in the sex hells, but she's a demon with like 6 sets of 6 arms, and she's topless in the art, and like.
Maybe this goblin just came from a Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah. He's got the
what?
glow stick.
Because of the nip slip.
Oh, you're going Janet Jackson.
That is old school
That's a
joke.
Good
Wow.
one.
Holy crap.
All right.
Wow. That's like a 20-year-old reference. Like minimum 21 years old. What? No, hold on. I want to.
Is the reference old enough to drink?
I gotta look up how.
2002? Like 19. That's like 19 years. 2002, 2003.
That reference could die for its country.
Yeah, and can legally drink.
In some countries.
No, in America.
2004.
Oh, it's 19.
It's 2004.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow, it's turning 19.
No, it's not turning 19.
It's 17. It's 17.
Yeah. Okay, it cannot die for its country.
Also, I didn't know this.
Unless it lies about its age.
Justin Timberlake's fault.
Though. Yes, it was. He
tore part of her clothes.
Yes, but he doesn't get shit for it. Only Janet does. I could go on a rant about it. Anyway,
the incident sometimes referred to as Nipplegate.
Yes.
I'm getting off Wikipedia and clearing my search history.
It's not referred to that. It's not referred to that. The whole gate thing is new. Like circa like 2015, 2016, when everything was suddenly a gate. Instead
Jacob,
of
do you know when Watergate happened?
yes, but
Okay.
I don't
Just-
think the proliferation
it's
of referring to
called
everything
gate.
as a yeah, but like yeah,
Because
so Watergate
Watergate was
happened,
the
and then
hotel.
recently now everything is a gate. Everything is like a version of Watergate. But I don't think that statement is accurate on the Wikipedia page.
how many have we done so far?
We're at 10 out of 15.
Okay.
We have
Okay.
5 left. We are in the back. We are in the back stretch. Back 5. And we are tied up. Heading into the back 5.
There's 15, so there's an odd number, so somebody has to win.
Somebody has to win.
No. No. Okay, first of all,
Yeah.
first of all, no.
Abby, you have to look.
Is it real?
Just
Official art?
no. No. No.
And it's also not ones, it's two, right?
The T-Rex's eyes.
Two dinosaurs having some experimental fun with it.
That's not.
No.
Anthony, this is the official art for the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, my official guess for this raising of my hand is dinosaur or dinosaurs. But
They are terrible lizards.
this art is terrifyingly sexual.
I will say the it's not a Stegosaurus. Shoot, what is the Triceratops? Yeah, the Triceratops looks like it got caught. Like someone walked.
I'm like, oh God, Steve, close the door.
Why is it from Boston?
It's where my brain runs. Well, I was just like the way its mouth is shaped. I just go very It just goes very Boston. Oh,
This isn't what it looks like.
Why does the T-Rex look like it's finishing?
Oh no.
I don't want to look at it anymore.
my
Can we
God.
just continue, please? I don't want to look at it anymore.
They have no society and little family life, with most species abandoning eggs before they hatch. They obviously haven't seen the land before time. And then the dinosaurs mentioned in the monster manual include the Ankylosaurus, the Deinonychus, Diplodocus. I don't care anymore. I'm too fucking.
Yeah,
Please.
Diplodocus.
Oh god, thank God. What? What?
Iron Bull.
No,
Only
Yeah.
because his eyes are red. A demon bull?
no. You know the name of this monster, but the art for it will not know the name. I want you to think of Greek mythology.
Okay.
Oh, the oh motherfucker. Oh, what was the name of the bull that
So
Hercules
it's
fought?
not the Minotaur.
Is it
not
that?
a Minotaur. It is not a Minotaur, and it is.
Okay.
I don't believe it is what Hercules fought.
The
I do not believe.
oh shit! I'm gonna look it up just because I cannot remember
Is
the
it the
name.
Minoan? No.
The
No.
Mino-
Minoan?
Minoan.
No, that was a boar.
No, it's
Uh,
a four. You would fight a thing similar to this with a mirror shield.
Really?
Yes. A similar
The
creature.
It's not the Cretan bull.
It is not the Cretan bull.
So, you could fight it with a mirror shield.
A
Is it?
mirror shape.
No, not a. Is it a basilisk?
It is not a basilisk
A mirror shield because you can't look at it.
because it can petrify you.
Oh,
Jacob?
fuck.
Gorgon bull?
This is a gorgon, apparently.
Oh, just a Gorgon.
It's just a Gorgon, apparently. They
Weird.
walk.
No, it isn't.
So
Why is-
Gorgons and Medusa have been separated in Tui.
Wow.
Also, Medusa are separated into male and female, and they both have different names.
It's a Gorgon.
This is a Gorgon. Gorgons are fierce bull-like beasts who make their lairs in dreary caverns or the fastness of the wilderness. They walk on two hooves, but when necessary, but usually assume their four-hooved stance.
How does
Creepiest part in this description though is they eat the people they turn to stone, and it says whether the iron teeth pulverize the stone or their saliva returns the victim to flesh while they eat is a matter for conjecture.
I also just hate that the females remain with the dominant bull.
I mean, that happens. That
I
happens
mean,
in nature.
I
Like,
know, why you don't need to specify that.
I don't know. He specified the gestation period of like a bunch of animals.
Gygax is like super sexist? I don't know how I never realized this.
Yeah, no, but it's the fact that like when you read through like over and over again and just read
Yeah, yeah.
like, how he discusses the disparities between men and women in this in the monster manual and shit like that, like it's insane.
Yeah.
Gorgons have no natural enemies other than themselves. Which if that isn't me.
Bull Gorgons are often called upon to defend their positions against rogue Gorgons.
They're Gorgons, the little knives. Great.
That's what?
Yeah. Yeah, and then
God.
so they petrify people with a like, breath attack, basically. It's like a
With
poisonous
the
gas.
breath attack. Okay, not with like the
Not with the breath attack.
the red
Which
eyes.
is why I said it would be similar to fighting someone with a mirror shield.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you would need a mirror shield.
No.
That's why I like
For a
zeroed in on the
similar
eyes.
for a similar creature, you would need a mirror shield. And Medusas still petrify people too. So I don't understand. Like, name this something else. Even when I even when I googled Gorgon to like double check and make sure that I'm not like ignorant, it pulled up Medusa and her three sisters. Now, did it mention that that Gorgons could take other forms? Yes, but most of the time when we in culture think of a Gorgon, we think of Medusa and her sisters.
Speaking of monsters that are just named like the wrong thing, so Jacob has recently started playing Dark Souls for the first time ever,
Yes.
which like is great.
Oh.
And so Jacob, how are you feeling about playing Dark Souls?
I like a lot of it.
Okay, so that's not the point of what I'm saying. Point of what I'm saying, you remember those like weird frog creatures in the depths that you'll encounter like maybe one or two times later with the curse,
Oh, yeah.
like poison
yeah,
attack
yeah, yeah.
thing,
Yeah,
whatever?
those guys are easy.
Do you know what
Right.
they're called?
I think you told me they were like it wasn't that like, were they cockatrices?
They're called basilisks.
Okay, they are basilisks.
They're frog
That's-
creatures.
That's not a
A basilisk is
They
a
got
snake.
real big eyes.
Those aren't their eyes.
That's not their eyes.
No, they're not their eyes. See if you can kill one and zero in right below that. They have two like super beady. Remember the Crabman
Oh.
picture, the
Yeah,
Unearthed
yeah.
Arcana Crabman picture. That's how big their eyes are. Their eyes are tiny little white spots.
I hate that.
You can zero
Oh.
in on them if you kill one and like get it in a good position where you can look at it, or just pull it up on like Fandom Dark Souls Wiki or whatever.
All right, are we ready
like-
to move on?
They're called basilisks. So that
Oh my
this is
gosh,
what that
so
reminds me of.
What are those things then?
Maybe to scare predators, but like they can curse you, which is scary enough
Ah, man.
itself. Like
Maybe that's where they keep the gas.
Maybe.
no, they breathe it out of their like faces. They like inhale and like
Yeah.
their stomachs like puff up and then they like shoot it at you
Yeah,
out of their
that's so-
mouth.
That's so gross though.
Okay. Anyway,
Horrifying. Shall we move on?
yes, please. If another picture like the dinosaur picture comes up, just please warn me before you put that on my screen.
So, I want you to know.
That's easily been the worst picture so far.
I showed my friends the dinosaur picture, and none of us thought anything of it. But until you said no, I did not look, and I was like, "Oh, they're fighting."
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
not
it's Fantasia.
They're not.
It's
No.
that scene in Fantasia.
That's
Yeah.
not what's happening in that
And
picture.
then the moment you said no, I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize that this is a lot funnier than I thought it was." Great.
Goodness.
Oh, cool. Gorgons and Medusas are completely separate entities. Yeah, they're more humanoid.
I do like the newer one.
The new
newer
art's
one is
cool.
cool looking.
It's super cool. I actually don't hate either of these arts.
Yeah, but the fact that they're Gorgons
They're
that's
called
what bothers me.
It
Yeah.
is weird.
Great. Name that monster.
Huh?
Sphinx, right? Sphinx?
Jacob, that is the Sphinx.
I wanted to.
Oh, it's a manticore.
Oh God!
I'm
Damn
sorry.
it!
Oh no.
It's a manticore. I'd already said it.
Ah,
That's my
Just-
bad. I fucked that up. I'm sorry.
That was that. I. In all honesty, though, like honest, like
Yeah.
that was what I was trying to think of, but I couldn't think of the name Manticore. I was like,
Mhm.
but it can't be that.
I fucked up.
It
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
have all the right parts.
It doesn't.
yeah. It's missing the
It-
scorpion tail, right? Like,
It's got.
It
big-
has the wings of a Pegasus,
Which those are bat wings.
the tail of a scorpion,
That's like the tail of a hedgehog.
I
The
gotta look it
body
up.
of a lion
the body of a lion.
and the head of a man. Manticore is a true monster, as opposed to every fucking thing else we've been
Yeah,
using
as opposed to
today.
all the other fake monsters.
All manticore have heads that resemble human males.
But
Continuing with
Okay,
Gygax. Sexist.
Greek mythology. Apparently, it's a Persian monster. Manticoros, which has an H in it for some reason, was a man-eating Persian monster with the body of a lion, the face of a man, and a spike-tipped arrow-shooting tails. The name
Whoa.
Manticore was derived from the Persian word for man-eater.
Man-eater. Whoa.
that song is about a manticore.
Yeah. She's a manticore.
So
Oh,
now
okay.
we could tie though.
I know.
It
it's
is
bad,
possible for you
isn't
to
it?
tie. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry as well.
Sorry.
I thought Anthony was gonna say Sphinx, so that's why I was waiting.
Yeah, I was like a sphinx, but no.
Because you tried to say Sphinx earlier, so I was like,
Yeah.
this
yeah,
is all
for
you.
the she do.
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
Shidu.
for the Shidu. The emulation of other monsters who collect treasure and the man's scent on things is what manticores love.
They collect Old Spice.
They wear Old
They
Spice.
collect Old Spice. Their lack of real hands prevents most manticores from using what magical items fall into their possession. Which is just a funny sentence.
Are they evil?
Yeah, I think, yeah. However, manticores have allied with evil humans. That have allied with evil humans may possess magical items designed specifically for their use. Examples are magical collars, bracelets that are in effect oversized magical rings.
An intact cured manticore hide complete with wings is worth 10,000 gold.
Yeah, but how often are you gonna get that shit? That's like
Holy-
you roll a nat 1 on your proficiency check for like hunting. Because the hunting proficiency in Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd edition is like a wisdom check that you have to succeed on for both stalking and skinning a creature. I think you have to have both hunting and survival to do it successfully without any sort of penalty. So you have to roll a nat 1. Also, in Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd edition, you're trying to roll lower when you're doing skill checks. That is a really important distinction.
Yeah, you
Like-
said nat 1 and I was like, that's bad though.
So that's part of the fun of like
I
It-
really want to learn 2nd edition because it sounds wild.
it's wild. You want to roll high for combat, and we're getting to
Low
Thaco,
for everything else.
low for everything else. So for skill checks and stuff like that, you're trying to roll under your whatever your ability score is. So if you have like a 10, if you roll a dex check and your dex is 10, you want to roll a 1 through 10. If you roll an 11 or above, you fail. It's basically a more specific threshold.
Yeah. Yeah, and
If you're gonna
yeah.
explain Thaco, we gotta move on. What the what?
This is one of the most feared creatures in all of D&D. Jacob.
Oh, then it's a Tarrasque, right?
This is the motherfucking Tarrasque.
Okay, I just want to before we get there. So remember when Sierra made games other than like the weird pinball games that they made?
Yeah.
They made this, and I like convinced myself for the longest time that this was like a fever dream I had. Made this game that was fantastic, called Hunter Hunted. It was a computer game, and it was okay. So based on the Wikipedia entry, it was initially released on October 31st, of course, 1996.
Yes.
So it's a side-scrolling action game where you fight enemies, you complete objectives, you try to find the hidden exit in each level. You either controlled a human, one of the two humanoid, both creatures were humanoids, a muscular human called Jake, or a minotaur-like creature called the Gareth Den. And I'm gonna pull up the box art.
Oh, okay. I think
And I want
remember you
to
talking
share.
about this.
I want to share this box art with you. It's
yes.
it's a little small.
This is my fearsome companion, the Minotaur. Oh, I
It's
love
the box
that.
art is a little small, but that's what the Tarrasque reminds me of.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I'll
fully
stop
not a
sharing.
Minotaur.
You gotta reshare the Tarrasque
Oh, I do?
picture
Okay.
because it
Yes,
killed it.
yes.
Which go ahead though.
Yeah. So the Tarrasque has 6 attacks per round in AD&D. Normal attacks are with its 2 4-limb claws that do a d12 of damage each, a sweeping tail lash, which is 2d12 each, a savage bite, 5d10, plus acts as a sword
Oh
of
my
sharpness, severing a limb on a natural roll of 18 or better, and 2 thrusting horn attacks, a d10 each.
So what you're saying is, if this hits you, you can't survive.
You're dead. Because, like, you do
Why
not...
are its abs so low on its body?
It's got dick abs. God. So, like, in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, there is a 7th level fighter in our campaign. And he's rolled pretty well, and he's got an okay constitution. He gets, like, a +1 or 2 bonus each time. And again, like, the bonuses are a lot fewer and further between. He has 38 hit points. I think.
If this hits him like once, or if this bites him, he's dead.
I'm a little curious. I'm gonna roll 6 attacks.
You just have dice on your desk.
Also,
Okay.
as a
My
note-
dice. Sorry, my dice are either in my D&D stuff downstairs or they're in my magic bag.
Yeah.
The worst thing about this is that if you have less than if you have 3 levels or lower, if you have less than, if you're like level 2 or lower,
Yes.
you can't do anything. You're
Correct.
just paralyzed.
You're fucking
if
paralyzed.
If you're between 3 and 6 levels, you flee without being paralyzed, and then
In panic, is that like like an effect?
No, you just run.
Okay, being panicked like isn't like
if you have 7 or higher levels, you can, if you succeed on a saving throw, not be paralyzed. So it's like your best option, admittedly, I think, is to be between levels 3 and 6.
Truly, and you can just fucking
Because
run.
you can at least run.
You just book
Because
it out of there,
The other options are just be paralyzed.
So I've got some d12s and I've got some d10s. He does only d12s and 10. I'm gonna roll 6 attacks. Ready? And I'm just gonna go from left to right, whatever the roll I roll. Let's assume you know what? We're just going to assume that on like oh god, that's the other one. So these are the other Terrascarts throughout the ages, which look a lot better.
I like
Yes.
the comparison on the like top one about like the size of it versus the size of a human.
Yes.
Because in the one from second edition, and especially the one from first edition, which just looks like a gremlin, like it looks really small, like comparatively.
Yeah. So I
The
rolled.
last art has like a fucking building in the background.
So I'm gonna consider how powerful this thing is, right? I rolled naturally without considering like attack bonuses and stuff like that. I rolled a 12, an 11, a 7, a 5, a 14, and a 3. I'm gonna say that the 5 and the 3 do not hit, just for my own sanity. So that means that the 2 4-limb claws attack, those succeed. The sweeping tail lash succeeds. The savage bite does not succeed. Good for him. And then only one of the horns.
So you maybe survived.
You may be survived. So you get 3d12 and 1d10 is how much damage this hypothetical character is taking. 16, 18, that is 21 points of damage. My 7th
In
level
second edition.
My 7th level wizard had 14 HP. I am not fully dead because if you go below -10, you instantly die. I'm not fully dead. A lightning bolt can do more damage than that just did. But that's a lot of fucking damage to take in a round.
In one round of combat.
In
like,
one round of combat. Yeah.
So does it get all of those attacks each round?
Every
Because it doesn't
round,
say.
it gets all of those. It has 6 attacks per round.
Oh my god.
Now,
Or it can run over everything.
that is also it can also make a trample attack and just
Yeah.
do
4d10 points of crushing damage.
Yep. Okay. Moving on. What is this? We were talking about this thing earlier.
Wait, what?
No, not earlier today. I think she means like earlier in our lifetime.
No, in the episode.
Oh, in this episode?
In this episode, we said this word. Anthony,
Is it a mimic?
it is not a mimic.
Black ooze.
It is not a black ooze.
Not black ooze. It's not a mimic.
We genuinely said this word in this podcast.
Oh,
When?
black
though?
slime. Black slime.
No.
Mm,
Close. You're close. You're in the ballpark.
Moist slime.
No.
Was moist the word?
No, we were talking about snacks. Terrible snacks that Jacob has eaten.
Oh. Yeah. I
Anthony
know.
first.
Shit. I don't know.
Okay, Jacob.
Black pudding.
This is just a pudding, but it's a deadly pudding.
Okay.
It's
You
deadly.
Okay.
should have made me work
I'm
for
listening.
that. Like small
okay.
cat.
No, look,
Okay.
man. After the fucking dinosaurs, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this.
I'm still listening, but
Yeah. So there are black, white, dun, and brown puddings are the 4 types of pudding. And they just are super fucking resistant to a lot of things. That's all. I mean, like, they're immune to acid, cold, poison damage. Lightning bolts blows from weapons divide them into smaller puddings, which have the exact same ability to attack as the original pudding. Fire causes normal damage, as do magic missiles. They can ooze through cracks that are 1 inch wide and can travel on ceilings and walls, falling on victims for nasty surprises at the same speed as they can on the surface. They also reproduce by fission. And then the only distinction between the 4 of them is climate. Like, black puddings are in caves, white puddings are in the Arctic, brown puddings are in marshes, and dun puddings are in the forest.
Well, Gygax came up with this while he was smoking marijuana.
Very clearly. Oh
He had
my
the
God.
he had the munchies.
They can, yeah. Oh my God, it's
I just want to. I love the way that Jacob said that. Like he said that like the most straight-laced person I could possibly imagine. Gygax came up with this while he was smoking marijuana.
While Mary Jane was his best friend.
Mary Jane.
Okay. Are we ready to move on? Anthony would have to come back to the table to move on.
Yeah, hold on. So, Jacob, I just want to. I gotta ask this because it sounded very, very, very much like that. Was that? Did you mean that to sound like the yelling from the '90s Spider-Man, where
Yes.
Yes.
he's
Yes.
like where it's like the clone of Mary Jane that's dying? And
Yep.
yep. That was the fact that I can get that specific of a reference out of you just like
Uh-huh.
fake yelling that voice
Mary Jane.
is really
You-
worrying.
It's the fucking
You can't leave, Shocker. I'll follow you to the ends of the earth.
Was that the last one? That's the last one,
So Jacob
guys.
won.
Jacob won.
I will admit, I got most of them after like a hint or two.
Yeah.
I feel like Anthony got more that were just like without help, I guess.
Was it 15? Did I do 15?
Was
6,
it?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, it's 15. To review,
The
We have-
she-do.
we have the cat,
She-do?
we have the small cat, the bullywug, the crabman, the black dragon, rats, owl bears, she-doos, sea lions, yetis, goblins, dinosaurs, gorgons. I wrote Gordon on my sheet of paper. That's where my brain is. The manticore, the Jurassic, and the pudding deadly.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I got 8.
Jacob got 8. Anthony got 6.
We gotta do
Um,
this again.
And then we
This
we
is-
have
missed
to-
the
So
Manticore.
I want to do for the next one. I want to do humanoid edition.
Okay, so I have some questions about the pudding actually.
Great. Yeah.
Is there a like pudding regular that's a creature? Because
No.
it says like pudding deadly.
Nope.
But is there like a non-deadly
actually.
pudding?
Here, let me pull up the.
There's just
Actually,
putting commented.
I'm not sure. Here, I'm gonna pull up the handbook or the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. We use purpleworm.org because it's actually really good. Okay, so let me go down to the puddings really quickly and just see because I'm not sure. LMNOP. There we are. No, it's just pudding deadly. I'm assuming it doesn't want it to be confused with, pudding, the edible, delicious treat. Oh, okay. So with the Tarrasque, I just want to go back to the Tarrasque for a second because the Tarrasque in 5e is already like broken, right? Like it's insane.
Does pudding exist? The black deadly pudding exist in 5e?
It does.
I need to look through my monster manual again because that's 100% not in the standard monster manual.
It is. I promise you it is.
Oh, there's no way.
It is. The art
Oh,
of it
man.
is different. The art of it is someone getting attacked. So it's harder to see, it's harder to compare. But the Tarrasque is a killing machine. We know that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Oh god, it's immune to all heat and fire, and it regenerates lost hit points at a rate of 1 per round. Only enchanted weapons of a +1 or better have any hope of harming the Tarrasque. It's
One hit
yeah,
point per round.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound like a lot.
but in 2e where every hit point matters, it's super.
Yeah, no, I'm just like
I
I need to learn 2e. I don't have any frame of reference for it.
You don't need to. No one needs to learn 2e. So
It sounds fantastic and wild.
Becco is
You could
means
do a second
Yeah.
edition campaign set in the world of Banjo-Kazooie.
easily. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jacob. What?
No, you really
No,
go.
'cause-
down.
No, because Jacob sounds like he put thought into this.
Yeah, because Banjo Tooie is the name of the sequel. So obviously, it's a second edition campaign.
Banjo Tooie, yeah.
Yeah, Banjo Tooie.
Yeah, no, I'm on board. So
Jacob.
Thaco,
Jacob.
I'm gonna move on. You're
Brenna,
gonna, yeah,
Hold on. No.
Anthony,
Jacob?
yeah. You're the only one not on board with what Jacob just said. You're the only person. It's
Get on
just
my longboard.
Why are you like this?
okay.
Jacob.
I
I am
would-
cursed with the burden of knowledge.
I would like to talk about Thaco for the end of this episode. Let's end on a confusing note. Thaco stands for to hit AC 0.
We have to make the audience feel the way Anthony does.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
very important.
I'm not
So-
no, I'm not confused. I understood
You're
what you
bewildered.
said. But I'm just like,
So as a first level character, you have a Thaco of 20. So to hit someone who is wearing full plate armor, which is an AC of 0, because AC is backwards in TUI. You want to have a low AC instead of a high AC. So like your dex adjust it down. To hit AC 0 means that when someone is wearing full plate armor, this is what number you have to roll. Great.
okay.
A level 1 character of any class has to roll a natural 20 to hit AC 0.
Okay.
And then that improves. The Thaco for the Tarask is -5.
Wait, what?
To hit someone in full plate armor, it just does. Unless you have like magical plate armor that gives you like a negative Thaco, or you have a dex adjust. But most like full plate armor doesn't calculate it in the dex adjust because it's too heavy. Unless you have like a really high strength. Like Thaco gets confusing when you start to have like a Thaco of 16 and someone's got an AC of 8. So, we're gonna go.
The Tarasks is -5?
Yeah,
So you have to roll a 25 or higher.
you have so
On a D20.
their AC is 6. Fuck. Oh my god. There's a reason we got rid of Thaco. There's a reason.
I'm already like really lost. Doing the
So-
post for this episode is going to be really difficult.
To make an attack roll, the character's Thaco must be known. This depends on the group and level. For characters higher than level 1, go to table 37. That's how you improve it.
Thaco basically, you take 20, you subtract the AC, and then that is the number that you have to roll higher than.
Yeah, basically, and it's like
So when you do 20 minus -5, it's 25. Like if you got an AC
Okay.
of 10, 20 minus 10.
See, that
gotta be
makes it
10.
easier. That makes it easier to
yeah, but you
understand.
still have to do that math every time.
Yeah, it is silly. Instead of just listing their AC as that secondary
That's
number.
the benchmark you have to roll.
And I don't know if we said this, but AC is armor class.
Armor class, yes, armor class.
Armor class.
So yeah.
Crabs.
So yeah.
I think we should do this again.
Oh, absolutely. I have ideas. I have inspiration. I can pull from other editions
hey.
too. Yes.
I have an idea. Okay,
Yeah.
look, something we
no.
could subject Brenna and another guest host to, because Anthony and I know these. We could do RuneScape
no.
monsters.
Ooh.
Oh no.
No, I
I
think
think
this could be
that-
a
Okay,
complete
okay.
genre. Like
Old school or
I like
3?
old school. I like old
Yeah,
school better.
because in 3 it's a lot easier to tell like vaguely like
And
what
it's really-
something is.
I like the old school RuneScape art for a lot of the creatures. Like it has charm.
We would have to find like really like bizarre creatures though. Like
Yeah, we'll dig through the RuneScape wiki.
some of them are, yeah, because some of them are like, oh, that's obviously a zombie, or oh, that's
Yeah, like-
obviously a skeleton, or
I
like
think
that's
the next
obviously a
time-
guard or whatever. Like
The next time I do my second edition version of this, it's going to be humanoid themed. I will tell you that. So like, it's going to be
That-
humanoid creatures.
the image of the dinosaur art is just like burned into my
Again,
mind now, and I'm like, I'm just trying to think of like anything but that.
Final thoughts about what we've done today.
I had a good time. Like despite the dinosaur nightmares I'm gonna have now, like I had a good time
Because
playing this game.
the art's wild, dude. Rail on this art. It's bad.
So, is
also
there-
final thoughts. Please don't do as much cocaine as Gary Gygax was
God.
doing in the 80s.
You can't.
Don't.
I don't think anyone can.
On a scale
And
of 1 to
survive.
Gary Gygax.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 of Martin Sheen to Gary Gygax, like
Charlie Sheen? Not
Charlie
Charlie
Sheen,
Sheen.
that one, not Martin Sheen. Charlie Sheen to Gary Gygax. How much cocaine have you done? Like
No, Charlie Sheen
Martin,
is
okay, well Martin Sheen was popular in the 80s, so he probably also did
probably
cocaine, but
did
that's
some
not the
cocaine,
point.
But that's not the point. It's like on a scale of like 1 to Gary Gygax. Charlie Sheen is like just below Gary Gygax. Like
He's like a
on the-
9.5.
Like a 9.5. Gygax is like a 10. You know.
Speaking of famous people with the last name Sheen, Michael Sheen is very good in Prodigal Son.
Yeah, I've heard good
which-
things.
We unfortunately had to buy it on Amazon because it just came off of Hulu.
Yeah.
So, but it is a very good show.
Yeah.
Jacob, you didn't offer your final thoughts on
Oh,
what we've done here. today.
my final thoughts are: do I get a prize for winning, or does Anthony have to eat what I reviewed
Ooh!
Jacob-
as the punishment for losing?
I will die.
I mean, you want to talk about like IBS trigger?
Oh no,
right
hold on.
there.
Yeah, no, hold on. It doesn't, it's not exactly the same because I've already had several like packages of it. Hold on. Let me go in the
Yeah,
pantry.
yeah.
I'm
Also,
just so glad
real quick
this
while
was-
I'm looking for
yeah?
this. Have either of you watched any of WandaVision yet?
No,
Yes.
I haven't.
It
I
has
watched the first-
extremely good reviews.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
watched
I've
the
heard
first
nothing
3
but good things.
episodes. Abby and I are gonna watch episode 4 after dinner tonight.
No, I want to watch it. I just don't feel like having a Disney Plus subscription.
If we do best 2 out of 3, I will eat this on the show.
Ooh.
Is Korean spicy ramen. It is spicy.
Oh yeah.
as fuck.
Like
Yeah.
and like I understand that I'm a weakling, but like even baseline a lot of those like ramens that are more like from actual like Asian distributors.
Yeah, I got this at H Mart, which
They're
is like
they're
a
a lot
like an Asian
spicier
grocery
than
store.
like average like soups and stuff like that.
Yep.
Which is delicious and tasty, and it's how you clean out your sinuses really quickly.
So you both know the story about the scorpion pepper, right?
Yes.
I
Eating
think
that,
so.
okay, so like I worked at this place, like super like basic backstory, like super backstory DLC is I worked at a restaurant. One of the guys there, who was a chef, like knew a dude who like grew his own peppers and like grew like some of the hottest peppers like he could find, whatever. And one of them was the scorpion pepper. Look up the
Get
Scoville.
over here.
Look up the Scoville of the scorpion pepper. It was like at one time like the hottest pepper in the world for the longest time, like naturally occurring.
Now it's the carrot. Yeah, I think it's
I
still
think it's
one of
still the
most-
naturally like the hottest like naturally
without
occurring pepper
crossbreeding.
without
yeah.
like crossbreeding it.
Which is how we got the Carolina Reaper.
But the point, it's hot as like it's
Yes.
hot. And so I was like, "Oh, I love hot food. Like bring one in and I'll eat it. Like
Oh.
bring me one." And he was like, "No, you got to have somebody in Like you gotta do it with somebody, because like I can't like, because then he could like have gotten in trouble or whatever. Like if it was just me. So one of my like one of my friends who also worked there was like, oh, I'll have one too. And her family was like Indian or Bengali, like she had like that kind of like descent. So like me being like the pasty white kid and her being like obviously like had eaten spicy food her whole life was like, oh yeah, this is no problem. Like I know how to do this all the time. Every single bite of that ramen is like biting into the scorpion pepper and realizing the heat. Because there's
Oh,
a
God.
video of us trying the scorpion pepper, and I think both of you have seen
I've seen it. Yeah.
and you can see the moment where I'm like, oh no, what have I done? I need to get a hold of her and get permission, like obviously like get permission from her. And if I do that before this episode of the show goes up, I'll play the video for you all at the end of the show. But
And if not, just know it's bad.
it's real. It like you can see the fear in my eyes when I'm like, I have made a mistake. And I actually had to spit out part of the bite that I took because my dumbass bit into the stem.
You fucking idiot.
Okay, it's like this big. It's like the size of a
Yeah,
nickel.
you de-seed it first though.
No, because we both ate them raw.
Well, yeah,
but my
you can,
dumbass
no,
bit
but you
into
can,
the
like,
stem. Like,
you
yeah, I didn't
to-
do that.
You twist
No.
off the top and then
No, I
like
didn't
rinse
do
it
that.
out for the seeds.
See, I didn't do that.
What you? Oh man, I agree with the biting just into it wholesale.
Oh my god.
the way it
So this.
We have Carolina Reapers though. They're
Oh
in the
my
kitchen.
God.
I want to do this with somebody with a Carolina Reaper.
Never.
My wife's sister's boyfriend said that he would do it with me. He's the only person I found.
Of course he
that-
did.
Would you? Oh, okay. So also one of my business partners said that he would do it. So
Oh my god.
whichever
Everyone
one of
down
them I
Georgia.
see, whichever one of them I see first next, we're gonna do it, and
So-
we'll film it for posterity.
I think all around successful episode. Jacob's got a bit.
I've
I've got a
100%
recurring game show.
I've been scarred for life.
Anthony's been scarred for life. Successful.
Brenna is the next Alex Trebek.
God, what a life that would be.
To be the next Alex Trebek or to be Alex Trebek.
Yeah, well, aside from the pancreatic
Yes.
cancer, dude lived a good life.
Mhm.
Love Trebek. He's honestly like a genuinely cool dude, and like we'll miss him deeply. He's an important part of my childhood.
Who's
And if
hosting
it-
now?
It's Ken Jennings.
Ken
currently
Jennings.
is the
Yeah.
temporary
Right.
host right
Right,
now.
okay.
Just to like test the water, I'm assuming. But yeah, it's Ken Jennings. It has to be, right? Like,
Fair.
There is like there are a couple other like viable candidates who I'm excited to see, and I think they might try to cycle through some of them. Like there was a, you know what? I could go on a whole tangent about this. And
Brenna
this-
just auditioned.
They should get
That's
somebody
the dream.
super wild to host it, like
Charlie Sheen.
no, like Snoop Dogg or somebody, just
Hold
like
on,
some
I-
completely random
uh,
celebrity. Eminem, get Eminem to
Oh
host
my-
Jeopardy.
Oh my god.
Just like some completely random, like
So
The
There was,
correct answer is what is the Trojan War?
yeah.
is that
there-
your Eminem voice?
It ended up
No,
being
man.
Bernie Sanders. But
I was like, what?
Eminem and
I was
Bernie
trying
Sanders.
to go for like he's got that like really like it's really like rough like some of the
Mm,
but it's higher pitched.
All I think about sometimes when I think of Eminem doing stuff like that is his interview with Weird Al Yankovic, where he's like, "I was really nervous to do this interview, man," and when Eminem's like, "Nah, it's okay, I'm cool with gay people," and Weird Al's just like, "No, I'm not gay though," and Eminem's just like, "Nah, you are." Like, what?
What was it? They interviewed him on some sports channel for like the Super Bowl or
Yeah,
something.
He was high as
And
balls,
he was
dude.
high as fuck. That's the best Eminem like on TV ever. He's just like high out of his, like completely out of his mind, and they're like asking him questions, and he's just like,
Okay, so Ken Jennings is the temporary host. Here are some people who've been thrown around as options to replace Trebek. Just we're not gonna give thoughts until I like kind of end the list. Ready?
okay,
Katie Couric, John
No.
Roderick, a musician.
no.
We
Okay.
said we are not giving.
It's just my quick no.
Oh, I'm okay with John Roderick and the Long
John
Winter.
Roderick and yes. Was no, we're not. He's the Bean Dad guy. He forced his daughter like for 9 to struggle with a can opener for 6 hours. We're less okay with John Roderick now.
Oh, is that why the McElroys cut ties with him?
That's
Is
why
it
the
same guy?
McElroys got times with him. Yeah, he's Bean Dad. And then like yeah,
Okay, well now I know.
yeah.
Off the
Then-
album putting face to
This
it.
is not the article I saw.
Well, okay.
There's there. This is the one. Oh my god. I know I will deactivate my ad block. Shut up. Okay. Tom Bergeron.
No.
Get
Alex
on that
Alex
person.
Faust, who is a NESN host, who actually Trebek has said should be considered to replace him because he gives a thorough analysis.
You can't give it to Faust. He's gonna make a deal with the devil.
Yeah, LeVar Burton,
LeVar Burton.
Laura
Okay.
Coates,
I could see
Anderson
LeVar
Cooper,
Burton actually. No.
Betty White.
Oh my gosh, Betty White. That would be
Why
insane.
Betty White?
Because she's
This-
immortal.
This woman is 98.
Betty White's immortal.
I'm
It's-
so scared and so dreading the day the day she dies. Look, Larry King was a weird hit to me. I love Larry King. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really surprised
I
that
wasn't.
he was. Well, I was surprised that he was that old.
No. Yeah. Well, he's just got so much life to him. We are just gonna continue to talk, and this episode's gonna be 1 billion hours long. We already had
Yeah,
our.
this is
final
now
thoughts.
already the longest episode. Like this is now the longest episode of the Dr. Z show
Yes. We gotta break 3 hours, baby.
again.
No.
No.
Oh my
No,
god.
Jacob.
That'd
Bad.
be wild.
Bad.
Two-parter.
So yeah, expect more Name That Monster from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd Edition. Expect more terrible food reviews, corporate food reviews.
That's the thing about the ramen though, is like it's not terrible. It's just really
Yeah.
spicy.
Yeah.
So has this been another episode of the Dr. Z show?
I think so.
It has been. Adios.